Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back. This is Ketna, and I'm back with another video. I hope that you had a wonderful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So I give God all the praise, all the glory, and honor for giving me, for allowing me to be here one more day. One more day, I have breath in my lungs, and I am back with another video on a discussion. We're continuing this discussion about relationships, dating, marriage, and for that I give God all the praise, all the glory and honor. Now, in this season, God has put in my heart to really have this safe space. This is a safe environment where we can have this discussion within a non-judgmental context. We're not going to be judging, and like I said before, I don't claim to have all the answers. I don't claim to know it all, but this is just a discussion, that I'm opening. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please don't hesitate to put a comment. I also have a YouTube channel that I will be posting these videos, so they will be posted against all my social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. So if you like and enjoy this content, if you would like to continue this discussion, I will encourage you to just follow me on this media, and I believe that the name of the Lord will be praised. Now, in this part of the discourse, God has put in my heart to have this discussion about finding the right partners for you, the right life partner for you. And before you can even think about finding a right life partner, you have to cultivate qualities that you would like to see in that partner, but you have to first cultivate those qualities in yourself. It starts with you first. And if you cannot have these qualities, how do you expect for somebody else to find those qualities in somebody else? So this is the first and foremost. You have to work on yourself. In this part of the discourse, we're talking about self-empowerment, self-improvement, so that when you in the right place, then you are ready for the Lord to bless you with this person that you desire. And the text that we're using as the basis of this conversation is found in Galatians 5, verses 22 and 23. And it talks about the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith, meekness, and temperance. And for today, we're going to focus on the fruit of long suffering. And I'm going to be using a different term. I'm going to be using the term patience instead of long suffering because, patience is the more common term that we use. Now, as far as patience is concerned, patience is one of the most challenging fruit of the Spirit for me personally. I am not a patient person at all. And every day, God has to remind me, about the virtue of patience. Now, I'm going to be very vulnerable here. I remember after I just got married with my husband, we got married when I was 24, he was 25. And for me, one of the things that I desired more than anything after marriage is to have a child. And during this season of my life, I was ready to have a baby right away. But God tell me to wait. He did not say no, but at the time I understood that to say no, but he did not say no. He just wanted me to wait. And let me tell you guys, I was so impatient. I was anxious. I wasn't patient at all. And every day of doing that season, and I was suffering from anxiety, from fear, from depression. And in our community, one of the things that after you get married, everybody's asking you, are you pregnant yet? When are you going to have a baby? And let me tell you, this was a difficult moment for me personally. Although my husband, he was okay with it, and every day, and I thank God every day for him, because during that season, he was a major source of support for me, because he kept telling me, babe, when God is ready to give us a baby, he will give us a baby. And eventually, it took us 3 years of trying But eventually, God came through, and like He always does, He came through. And I know, just like He came through for me, I don't know what you're waiting for. I do not know what you're asking God for. But know that, that in patient, you have to be patient. When you're patient, God will honor you, and He will bless you. Now, patience, guys, is the ability, capacity to wait without getting angry, without getting upset, which was not my case at all. But this is something that I'm learning every single day. And even till today, till this day, God is still teaching me patience. And what I have learned over the years is that, when you're not patient, you try to make decisions out of fear. You try to make decisions out of lack. And many times, many of those decisions, are always the wrong decisions. Maybe you a person right now who is in your single season. You're just waiting for God to do something for you. Maybe you're somebody who's married and waiting for God to give you a child, just like I was waiting for. Or maybe you're already in a marriage and things are not going right in the marriage. God has sent me today, guys, to encourage you to just wait on the Lord. Psalm 27 verse 14 says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart. Wait on the Lord, guys. And I'm going to say it in French for my French-speaking friends. He says, espère en l'Éternel, fortifie-toi, et que ton cœur s'affermisse, espère en l'Éternel. So God is calling us to patience. Some of the things that we can do while we're waiting, to practice, because this is something that we have to practice every single day of our lives. How do we practice patience? One of the interventions that you can implement to practice patience is reframe the situation. When you find yourself in a season of waiting, God is telling you to wait, and you're tempted to be frustrated. One thing that I want you to do, guys, is to stop for a minute. Just stop yourself, okay? Stop and think of an alternate response. And many times, God is trying to teach you something. And you have to also remember that, without a trial or tribulation, there is no testimony. I will not have this testimony to give you today, this testimony of my infertility, my period of infertility with you, if I did not go through that trial. So whenever you see yourself getting frustrated because God asks you to wait, just think about that, hey, this is your season. This is the trial that God has put into your life today. So once you wait, and God promised us in His Word, and another thing that you can do while you're waiting, beside reframing the situation, you can also just keep claiming those promises of God. He promised that He will never leave us or forsake us. He made those promises to us that He will be with us always until the end of time. And I was reading, I believe in the lesson this week, that it talks about, even if a mother, and He promised us, even if a mother forget her own child that come out of her womb, God promised us that He will never leave us and forsake us. So, guys, if you a person who your patience has been tested, I don't know what it is, whatever it is that is testing your patience with you, that is testing your patience today, I will encourage you. Romans 12 verse 12, call us to be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. So just keep at it. Keep being faithful. And God will certainly, and I believe it, I trust that He will certainly give you the desire of your heart. And also the verse in Proverbs 15 verse 18 says, hot tempers causes argument, but patience bring peace. The last video that I talk about peace. Just whenever you be patient, and that will bring peace. So today, maybe you stuck in traffic. Maybe your flight is delayed. Whatever it is that testing your patience today, or maybe, kids, you have children at home. Maybe it's a spouse. Maybe it's your husband that testing your patience today. I don't know what it is, but God wanted me to just remind you today to just wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and God will bless you more than you can ever dream, guys, more than you can ever dream or imagine. May God bless you and have a wonderful day in the Lord. Bye bye.